Am I the a-hole for telling my girlfriend the exact amount of calories she ate in a single day? My girlfriend is on the bigger side, which is something I do not mind. I'm on the more fit side. I'm pretty lean, have well-defined muscles, and probably around 15% body fat. I used to be about 40 pounds heavier and lost the weight pretty simply. My girlfriend always complains about her weight and her body. I tell her I find her sexy for many reasons outside her body, and it didn't matter to me whether she got bigger or smaller. Eventually, she decided she wanted to lose weight. I offered to help, and when I pointed out things she could be doing better, she gets mad at me. She isn't losing weight currently, and in fact says she is gaining a few extra pounds. I ask her what exactly she eats in a day. She says she eats healthy, so she should lose weight. I question that and we have an argument. I tell her that if she wants to show me, let me just spend a day with her and see what she eats in a day. She said only if I don't make comments on what she's eating as she's eating it. I agreed. Now, by the end of the day, she had consumed a plate of avocado toast that was about 400 calories, a coffee that was 110 calories, an 800-calorie salad from Chick-fil-A, and a fry as a reward for the salad, and veggie burrito that was about 500 calories, along with snacking, but throughout the day. Her total consumption was about 2,200 calories. At the end of the day, I explained this to her. My exact words were that the amount of calories she is consuming is the amount I need to maintain my weight as a man 5 inches and 20 pounds bigger who is constantly active. So chances are she'll slowly gain weight eating like that, and that eating healthy isn't going to guarantee she'll lose weight. She got super fucking pissed at me and told me I wasn't helping her and was just shaming her. I told her I wanted to help her, but she did not listen. I know you want to help, but the way you went about it wasn't what she needed. Ask her how you can help her. Maybe cook together and meal prep healthy foods. Go on walks together to help burn calories. Ask if she's using any tools or would like help researching tools to help be healthier. There are apps or journals that help track and encourage people in being healthy and losing weight. Let her lead in this journey and be there if she needs help and or encourage. But don't try to take over or tell her she is doing it wrong. That will just hurt her and make her not want to talk to you about it in the future. Am I the a-hole for walking out of my son's kindergarten play because my wife wouldn't shut up? Today, my 32 male son's 5 male kindergarten had a little play. It was a short story involving a bunch of bunnies, giraffes, and sheep. My son Kevin was one of the giraffes. I was looking forward to it all week, but I was also anxious because my wife Claire, 31 female, tends to get very bad when we're in front of other people. She'll often become aggressive, short-tempered, and will be incredibly rude towards me. I think she does it performatively because she thinks it makes her look cool. Anyway, Claire and I arrived early to get front row seats in their small auditorium. First, as we waited, Claire began by putting her bag and other belongings on the 2 seats next to her. I had to get her to put them under her chair because other people might want to sit there. She accosted me because, of course, I know that I was going to move them when it got crowded. Then she began setting up a camera on a tripod on the top of the seat, which would have obstructed the view for anyone else behind us. Luckily, one of the teachers there asked her nicely to take it down. Unfortunately, this put Claire in a foul mood, and I knew she would be taking it out on me eventually. The performance started, and our son did a great job, but he had a little giraffe hat on, with a cord to go under his chin, and he put the cord in his mouth during the play. Claire would simply not shut up about this. As all parents took videos, she was constantly saying things like, "I told him not to chew on it," and "Kevin, take the cord out of your mouth." I could tell other parents were getting irritated with her because her voice was getting on their video of their children. I lightly suggested in a whisper, "Hey, other people are taking videos. I don't think Kevin can hear you anyway." Claire did not take this well. She began loudly ranting to herself. She would repeat things like, God, I want him to shut the fuck up, and mock my voice with, Kevin can't hear you. Over time, she gradually got louder and louder. Finally, when I was pretty sure Kevin's part in the play was done, I stood up and walked out. I waited in the car. Claire and Kevin came out 20 minutes later. She opened the door and immediately began tearing into her about abandoning her and Kevin. When I responded that she was embarrassing me, she began sulking and ranting about how she's such an embarrassment to her family. I don't know what I could have done better. Should I have handled this differently? Now the a-hole. Why are you married to such a foul human being? She sounds like such a miserable person to be around. She's going to make Kevin's life hell. Am I the a-hole for asking my classmate if I can pray for her? I'm 18 male, in college, and I'm studying nursing. I'm in an anatomy and physiology class with this girl who's 20. She used to be very talkative and nice to me, but recently she's changed her attitude around me. A few days ago we had a group project. It was us and two other people. One of the other members was talking about a surgery she had on her ankle a few years ago and was showing her x-ray. The girl mentioned that she hurt her ankle a few years ago and it never healed. She said it gives her problems from time to time and asked for the girl's doctor she went to because apparently she's great. After class, she always goes to the library. I felt inclined to pray for her that day, but I always try to ask permission first. I asked her if I could pray for her, and she seemed hesitant about it. I asked her what she had to lose other than a few seconds. She ended up saying no, and we go into a little disagreement about religion. She kept saying she respects what I believe, but she doesn't believe it. I could tell she didn't mean it. I told her I know she had a bad experience with religion growing up, and she also has an aversion to religion due to her sexuality, so I try not some of her hurtful comments to heart. Well, the next class meeting, she wasn't really talking to anyone, which I found odd. After class, I went downstairs to the library to ask what was wrong, and one of the math tutors stopped me and told me that if I was coming into the library, I needed to study, read, or get out because apparently another tutor and student in the library reported that I was homophobic to her. I tried to defend myself, but she wasn't listening to me. I was not homophobic in the slightest. All I said was that I know how she was raised and her sexuality might make her feel like she can't have a relationship with God. I feel like I'm being targeted for my beliefs, when all I was trying to do was be kind. I know this is a touchy subject to most people, so I didn't know who else to turn to other than strangers online. Am I the a-hole? You the a-hole. You had me on your side when you said you asked permission. That's fine. But part of asking permission is taking no as a full answer and doing so gracefully. You didn't do that. Anything that came afterward is fully on your side to own and think about. You don't get to tell someone about their relationship with God or a lack of one, especially when your thoughts were not sought out.